Many people look up to Jason Momoa because of his magnetic presence, magnetic strength, and larger-than-life character. But he just revealed a devastating revelation that shocked his followers and loved ones. No one, not even Jason, could avoid the renowned Hollywood drama. In the wake of a devastating revelation, how will this monumental declaration affect his future? What has transpired involves a handful of individuals, so let's get right down to brass tacks. The calamity that befell beloved Aquaman Jason Momoa was beyond his wildest dreams. Even before he arrived in Tinseltown, he was on his way to being one of the most famous actors in Hollywood. Honolulu, Hawaii is the site of Jason's birth on August 1, 1979. His distinctive cultural upbringing had a profound impact on his creative development. With a mother who was a photographer and a father who was a painter, Jason grew up in a family that encouraged creativity. His upbringing in Hawaii, with its vibrant culture and breathtaking landscapes, influenced his outlook on life and the roles he played in film, despite the fact that his parents divorced when he was a little boy. Jason and his mother relocated to Norwalk, Iowa, when he was a little boy, and that's where he spent his formative years. No matter how much his surroundings changed, he remained rooted in his heritage. He gained a distinct outlook on life and society from his experiences in Hawaii and Iowa, two very different places that influenced his character. Jason has always had a soft spot for the great outdoors and a need for physical challenge, thanks to his many outdoor pursuits as a kid. Throughout his time at school, he had a deep devotion to athletics, especially football. He was quite athletic and played football all through high school, which helped him immensely in his professional career. Even though it didn't follow the usual route for Hollywood stars, his schooling was crucial to his development. While enrolled in Iowa's Norwalk High School, Jason participated in a wide range of extracurriculars, including theater, in addition to football. It was in school plays that he initially dabbled with acting. The foundation for a prosperous career in show business was built by this early exposure to performing. Jason returned to Hawaii after finishing high school to pursue a degree in marine biology at the University of Hawaii. The water and environment, which he loved so much, played a big role in his decision, but things would soon change for him. Jason first came to prominence in Hawaii, where his magnetic personality and good looks first caught on. His career as a model began when he was 19 years old, after he was noticed in a local modeling competition. Though he wasn't sure it was the correct choice at first, modeling helped him break into the entertainment industry. He had no trouble making the leap from modeling to acting. His professional acting career began in 1999 with an appearance on Baywatch Hawaii, his first television job. He began to solidify his position in Hollywood and reach a wider audience with the program. The part of Ronan Dex, which Jason played on Stargate Atlantis from 2005 to 2007, was the turning point in his career. Standing out in science fiction, his roles were defined by passion and physicality. His brilliance and adaptability were on full display at this turning point in his career, setting the stage for much more substantial parts down the road. Game of Thrones gave Jason his big break when he played Khal Drogo. His performance resonated with the show's enormous fan following long after his limited stint had ended. Over the subsequent years, Jason's career kept on the rise. Casting him as the mysterious yet endearing superhero Aquaman, his performance became one of his most famous. With his unique combination of power, emotion, and comedy, Jason breathed new life into the part. Jason has always had a wide variety of interests and pursuits. He has always been an outspoken supporter of environmental concerns, and his love of nature has never wavered. Jason has a strong desire to see the world's seas and other natural resources preserved. In addition to his work in environmental advocacy, Jason enjoys many other things. He finds solace in surfing, an activity that brings him one with the ocean and the natural world. Sharing his passion for surfing with his social media followers is something he does frequently, because it has always been a treasured hobby of his. Even though he's famous, Jason is still a regular guy, Both his admirers and his co-workers like his laid-back demeanor and hilarious sense of humor. He has maintained a steady work ethic while being modest and loyal to his views and ideals. He has become a revered character in Hollywood in part because he is genuine. Even yet, he is still dealing with the hurts of life, some of which stem from his relationship with Lisa Bonet, his ex-wife. The 52-year-old woman known as Lisa Bonet was the object of Jason Momoa's passionate affection. Actress Lisa Kudrow was born in San Francisco, California, on November 16, 1967. She became famous in the 1980s and is still well respected today. Her portrayal of Denise Huxtable on The Cosby Show catapulted her to fame. Personal and professional, her narrative is rich with depth, inventiveness, and a dedication to being herself that extends well beyond this legendary position. Alan Bonet, an opera singer of Jewish descent, and Arlene, a teacher of African-American descent, were the parents of Lisa. Her perspective on life and sense of self were greatly influenced by her mixed origin. After her parents divorced before she was born, Lisa spent much of her childhood in Los Angeles with her mother. Lisa attended R High School while she was a teenager in Los Angeles, where she swiftly found her calling in the arts. The Celluloid Actors Studio was her destination when she developed an interest in performing. She was able to take her acting career to the next level after graduating from high school. Yet the road wasn't without its obstacles. As an African-American woman working in a field with pervasive racism, Lisa had to overcome obstacles unique to her identity. In 1984, Lisa landed her breakout role on The Cosby Show as Denise Huxtable, Cliff Huxtable's daughter. She went from relative obscurity to cultural icon status in the blink of an eye, because to her infectious charisma and easygoing attitude. Although Lisa's stint on The Cosby program solidified her position in Hollywood, her career took a different turn once she departed the program in 1987. She left popular commercial roles to pursue other ventures that were more in line with her creative beliefs. Afterwards, Lisa co-starred with Mickey Rourke as Marie D'Anastasia, a defiant adolescent, in the film Angel Heart. Lisa consistently opted for unconventional assignments throughout her career. The Biker Boys and High Fidelity were among her cinematic credits. Lisa's determination to avoid being stereotyped and push herself creatively was evident in her thoughtful film selections. She expressed her desire to be free from being limited to a specific image or genre. Lisa was known to be reclusive and difficult to get in touch with when she wasn't performing. Neither the limelight nor the normal celebrity lifestyle ever appealed to her. Lisa preferred a more low-key, reflective lifestyle, staying away from interviews and public appearances whenever possible. Much like her professional existence, her private life remained a secret. She was already mysterious and captivating to her legion of admirers, but her extreme secrecy made her much more so. Another significant part of her life is her interest in holistic and spiritual activities. Lisa has frequently discussed her strong faith, her relationship with nature, and her determination to live her life to the fullest. She has gained notoriety for her veganism and her interest in complementary and alternative medicine, particularly yoga and meditation. Throughout her life, she has maintained this dedication to coexisting peacefully with her environment. Even outside of Hollywood, Lisa's influence was felt. Her uncommon beauty and ability to be authentic in a profession that sometimes demands conformity made her a symbol of coolness and originality. Fashion trends and the way Hollywood women portrayed themselves were impacted by her style, which was frequently carefree and relaxed. Lisa has always had the attitude of enjoying life to the fullest, without apology, and according to her own rules. She has maintained her singularity and impact in Hollywood by refusing to conform to societal norms and trends. She has been an inspiration to many who look up to her because of her perseverance, respect for her principles, and desire for solitude, all of which contribute to her professional and personal success. Lisa and Jason were both inspirational figures to many, but their relationship was not without its problems. This is why Jason made such a big statement. Let me get this straight. It all came crashing down. The beginning of Jason and Lisa's romance was anything from conventional. It was almost as if their bond was predetermined. Lisa, an established actress famous for her iconic role on The Cosby Show, met Jason, a young star from Hawaii who was just starting out in the entertainment field. But they didn't cross paths at a red carpet event or on a movie shoot. Even though they never met in person, Jason has said that he first laid eyes on Lisa when he was a youngster. She had captivated him the moment he laid eyes on her on television. As if in a dream, she transformed into the lady he had long admired. He then confessed that he had feelings for her prior to their meeting. It felt like fate when their paths eventually crossed at an unplanned gathering. The presence of Lisa had an instant impact on Jason, and the two quickly became friends. Being slightly more wary, Lisa also felt a deep connection. She had gone through a marriage and a public divorce with Lenny Kravitz. They appeared to have a profound spiritual connection that went beyond the shallow parts of fame, even though they were 12 years apart in age. Their connection seemed predetermined, like it had been growing between them for years without their knowledge, as Jason has frequently mentioned. After meeting, Jason and Lisa's romance blossomed. They were both searching for something genuine and weren't interested in the typical Hollywood dating environment. Their decision to live a more low-key and private existence distinguished them from the typical celebrity maelstrom. Lola Iolani Momoa was born to the couple in 2007, making her the first child in the family. They were blessed with a son, Namaka Wyola, not long after that. Jason and Lisa prioritized their family above all else, shielding their children from the public eye as they worked to build a secure and nurturing home life for them. Jason and Lisa have always preferred to keep their relationship and lives apart from the public eye. Jason, in particular, has a history of fiercely guarding his loved ones. He kept mum about his personal life as his star rose thanks to parts like Aquaman on Game of Thrones. Staying grounded and avoiding the normal celebrity circus, Lisa also continued to concentrate on her profession and personal life. At its core, their love was based on a profound and authentic bond with one another's families. Jason and Lisa finally tied the knot in 2017. They chose a small, intimate ceremony with just immediate family and friends present, which was a significant departure from the usual Hollywood event. After being together for over 10 years, the pair felt ready to take the next step and tie the knot, not because anybody else was pressuring them, but because it was the right thing to do. Their desire for seclusion and their unique sense of style were both mirrored in the low-key wedding. Not only did their marriage start a new chapter for them, but it also became a watershed moment for the public eye. Their relationship's development captivated fans since it seemed to symbolize more than simply a celebrity romance. Circa 2022, things started to alter in their apparently flawless relationship. After months of speculation, Jason and Lisa finally declared their split in January 2022. After more than 16 years of marriage, Jason made it public that he and his wife had been living apart, and they later announced their divorce. Why did they decide to part ways? In their public remarks, Jason and Lisa have treated each other with respect, but it's obvious that their lives are starting to take separate turns. Jason, who had risen to stardom in Hollywood owing to Aquaman and an ever-expanding number of projects, was becoming increasingly engrossed in the Hollywood grind. As for Lisa, she appeared to be much more withdrawn from the limelight than before. She had always been more reticent. Jason and Lisa continued to speak publicly about one another after the divorce in a way that was mutually supportive and courteous. Even though their marriage had ended, their profound love and respect for one another remained evident. Lisa, who is usually quiet and shy, has been mum about the divorce, but her priorities are crystal clear: her family and the tranquility she seeks. But Jason, in his role as a parent, has spoken frankly about how tough the separation has been. He opened up about the struggles he's had after the divorce with juggling his career, his kids, and his own development. Why was this divorce so difficult while others are just as common? We must present the last element of this story, a new puzzle piece, Adriana Arjona, before we disclose the devastating revelation Jason had. Because of her astonishing skill and riveting performances, Adriana has been causing a stir in Hollywood. She has proven her ability as an actor over the years by making a name for herself in a number of roles. San Juan, Puerto Rico is the site of Adriana's birth on April 25, 1992. She came from a mixed-race family. Her father was a Guatemalan businessman and her mother was an actress from Puerto Rico. Adriana became a lady with a worldview as a result of her diverse upbringing. She was exposed to a fusion of Latin American arts and culture throughout her time spent as a kid in Puerto Rico. She knew her mother had a successful profession when she was a kid, but she didn't aspire to be just like her until much later in life. As a young girl, Adriana's family relocated to the United States, yet she never lost touch with her Latin heritage. While this forced her to adapt to unfamiliar environments and people, it also provided her with a platform to pursue her acting dreams. Her passion for the arts, together with her family's history in the industry, led her to choose a career in show business. When Adriana was a little girl, she had an innate interest in the performing arts that would take her all the way to Hollywood. The foundation of Adriana's professional trajectory was the education she received. After relocating to the U.S., she enrolled at New York City's famed Lee Strasberg Theater and Film Institute, which has produced a number of accomplished performers. Here, Adriana learned the ropes of the acting industry and refined her skills. The acting training she received at the institution prepared her well for a career in the cutthroat entertainment industry. Though she dreamed of a career in Hollywood, Adriana took her time in school because she knew she needed to develop her acting chops before stepping into the limelight. She learned techniques at Lee Strasberg that would enable her succeed in a variety of roles on film and television, which would be an asset to her career. Education served as a springboard for her, providing the environment she needed to hone her interest and turn it into a set of marketable skills. After getting her start in the industry in New York, Adriana wasted no time relocating to Hollywood. She began her television career with bit parts, appearing as a guest on episodes like Law & Order, SVU, and Person of Interest. She was able to construct an acting portfolio and get experience in the competitive world of TV from these early appearances, even though they were brief. She broke over in 2016 with a recurring role in the smash hit series Emerald City, which had a contemporary spin on The Wizard of Oz. Playing leading roles in feature films was a turning point in Adriana's career. She joined the ranks of Hollywood's rising young stars in 2018 with her role in the commercially successful Pacific Rim, Uprising. Adriana became a part of the cast of the much-anticipated Star Wars spin-off series Andor in 2021. This part was a turning point in Adriana's career, and it brought her much more fame. That same year, something happened on the set of Sweet Girl that would kick off a chain reaction. She met Jason Momoa. The fact that Jason and Lisa were already divorced wasn't widely known at the time. Jason Momoa's life has been anything from average, filled with love, personal growth, and professional evolution, and that's the big revelation. Just as much interest has been directed towards Jason's life away from the camera, especially his relationships and how he handled his divorce from Lisa Bonet and his following romance with Adriana Arjona. A new chapter of personal growth, self-discovery, and career reinvention has begun in his life as a result of these pivotal occurrences. The romance between Jason Momoa and Lisa Bonet seemed designed for the limelight. Nevertheless, things started to change with the passage of time. Jason and Lisa announced their separation in 2022, after being together for over 15 years. Fans who had been admiring their connection for a long time were shocked to hear the news. Their breakup, they said in a joint statement, was based on a shared desire to grow as individuals and advance in their respective fields. It was obvious that the decision was tough for them both, even though there was no controversy or public hostility surrounding their split. Tragically, Jason realized that they were heading in separate paths and that their ways of living were no longer compatible. The devastating finding prompted Jason Momoa to make a monumental announcement. "I've made my choice. I have to move on and live with it." As Jason processed his own personal growth, a new bond started to blossom in his life. Come on in Adriana Arjona, a Hollywood actress who was already on the rise. During his difficult time with Lisa, their friendship started to flourish. Accordingly, the decision. It took everyone by surprise at first, but it soon became obvious that Jason and Adriana had a profound and significant bond. Jason and Adriana appeared to be taking things more slowly and quietly in their relationship, which was different from his last one. Jason wanted to be sure he and Adriana were prepared for the next step in their relationship, so he approached it cautiously and carefully. With her recent part in Andor receiving worldwide appreciation, Adriana's life and career were going through a period of growth. A mutual understanding of one another's professional endeavors and personal aspirations seems to be the foundation upon which Jason and Adriana's bond was created, rather than only based on similar interests or fame. As they both struggled to be authentic in the face of Hollywood's demands, they discovered solace in one another. Jason was welcoming change in his own life at the same time he was welcoming this new chapter with Adriana. After enduring the highs and lows of Hollywood romances for a while, Jason finally felt at peace with himself and his future goals. He is taking his time and allowing the connection to develop naturally, without any expectations or pressure. There is little question that Jason is embarking on a journey ripe with opportunity as he continues to negotiate his career and personal life. Everything points to an even brighter future for Jason, from starring in blockbusters to embracing his love with Adriana and embarking on new creative ventures. His experience exemplifies the importance of perseverance, personal development, and embracing change. Jason, is this the beginning of a new chapter, or should he be sad? Please inform us in the space provided.